Hey guys, and welcome back to Ghost Trick. Well, out of the proverbial frying pan and back into the death-flavoured fire, I suppose. I didn't really plan this intro out as well as I could have done, but yeah, suffice it to say, I think we're about to encounter another case of, let's just say, a person going minus ultra, which is to say, Lynn's fucking dead again.
Well, of course, it's Lynn.
I feel like you guys know something more about the plot of this game than I do, considering that you used again.
Well, you know.
What aren't you telling me here? Are you saying that death isn't like a permanent thing, or what's going on?
Well, that is the basic conceit of Ghost Trick, and yeah, I love, what the fuck is this guy's name? Cabanella? Yeah, it's been a while since we recorded. But I also love the Pigeon Man as well. As you can see, he's very blunt and to the point, and he can put pay to Cabanella's sassiness.
And also he has a pigeon on his head, which, let's just say, that's just an awesome character design. It's ridiculous, but I love it.
Whatever floats your boat. I never noticed that green jacket hanging there before.
I know, it's very Gumshoe-esque, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Look at all this unnecessary animation going on here.
Look at how beautiful.
Yeah, closing the door, sliding down the stairs.
And that's quite cool. He's putting the stethoscope up to the door to unlock it. That's nice touch.
He's not been paying overtime, that's why he didn't get here faster.
And also he's got blue skin, therefore we cannot trust him.
Oh well. You know, we've had talks about this kind of villain-based racism, but now is not the time for such ethical quandaries. We've got to get to Lynn and find out how she died so we can reverse the fucking thing.
We gotta push the doctor into the fire so that he dies too. Thus adding more recruits to our ghost army. The true Ghost Trick. Ghost recruitment.
Oh.
This is true, yes.
Not a bad name for a sequel, actually. Yeah, she still seems to be unconscious, but gaining some sort of intelligence here. I wonder if it takes different times for different people, like depending on what their body weight was and whatnot.
I don't know if the body weight would necessarily come into it, but I suspect maybe the manner of death might have something to do with it.
Yeah.
Like, if you saw your death coming, you might come round sooner. It may be just an instance of... depends how good your brain is, because obviously Missile is super awesome, so Missile was able to come around super quickly. Lynn, as awesome as she is, can be a little bit slow on the uptake.
A little bit. Let's just say, she got into the police force of her own cognizance, if that's the word. She was very, very smart, of course, but
oh yeah.
Maybe more in the reflexes and dexterity department. No, not in that way. Turn your fucking filth brain off. I'm talking about, like, shooting, the filing the paperwork and such, but I don't know. She doesn't strike me as a genius. That's more of a certain of a detective's forte.
She really is just a caricature of what would be a later Phoenix Wright character. Like, come on, y'all can't ignore it that much. That Lynn is basically proto-Athena.
Oh my god, yeah. I haven't even, like, played through Dual Destinies all that much, but yeah, I see it totally.
Not thinking actions through, but, you know, still being top of her game, mostly through sheer athleticism, and then just a little bit of occasionally getting a helping hand from more competent people.
I love it if she, like, turned into Missile again there. Just keep scrolling through the available character art we have.
Well, there'd certainly be one way to make use of all that artwork. I mean, they certainly don't use it enough.
Well, you know. I don't really have a follow-up statement to that. It's just nice art, okay?
We could get literally these exact same sprites back if you would put Ghost Trick into Project X Zone 5 or whatever, whichever one they're on in terms of that game series.
Well, I don't know. Apart from, like, putting Ghost Trick as, like, an episodic thing on iOS, etc., I don't think Capcom's even acknowledged it recently.
Yeah, no, other than the iOS port. Nope, it's basically dead. Which sucks, but yeah.
It's Capcom. What do you expect? What series have they been keeping up with here? And I mean keeping up with decently, because we've all seen what Marvel vs. Capcom has become. I mean, like, Monster Hunters are still good, right?
Yeah, Monster Hunter's still doing well.
Seems to be their flagship franchise right now, you know, coming out of Monster Hunter World and whatnot. And yeah, don't worry, they're just recapping stuff right here, because, you know, she just died. May as well get all the facts and whatnot. So, read on for a little bit about Lynn. But as for Capcom, I don't know what's going to happen to Mega Man. You know, they have no reason to make a new Mega Man, is the thing. Like, there's so many Mega Mens already that another one, I don't know, I guess to them at least seems superfluous. But just finish Legends 3 and then you can, like, you know, wrap a bow on the series. And yeah, Lynn does not know Sissel, which puts pay to the, oh, I know who killed me argument, I guess.
Kind of a bit of a nightmare, really. But going on the whole thing of Capcom, Resident Evil's had a bit of a resurgence as of late, so that's probably going to keep ticking along.
Yep.
Okami's obviously keeps getting ported. I'm totally fine with that. It's still like an Okami 2 with Platinum, but if it's not Platinum, I don't care.
Yeah, you know, they could actually finish the Beautiful Joe trilogy. I mean,
they're
still sitting on Killer 7. I mean, outside of Nintendo, Capcom has probably the best, like, IP library, and they're just fucking sitting on it. And I think that's my big issue with Capcom. Like, yeah, Sega is also sitting on a cash cow, but all they want to keep doing is making shitty Sonic games. But, I mean...
Jesus, take the wheel!
Hey, like I said, Konami is to pachinko machines as Sega is to Sonic. They keep fucking making them, and we don't know why.
Money.
This is true.
Man, it seems Sissel's amnesia goes further than we thought of.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there's different degrees of it.
And also, clearly, Sissel's special. Partially because, you know, he has the ability to do these ghost tricks and all. But because he's special, that just means that his amnesia is just that much worse, because he is our protagonist. And he has protagonist amnesia, and therefore it's automatically the worst thing possible until the moment where all the pieces come together and he finally remembers who he is.
Ah, his heaven-sent moment, if you will.
Basically, yes.
Took you a minute there, didn't it?
Well, no, I got the reference. I just wasn't sure whether I got the reason why that reference was being used.
How postmodern of you. I understand your reference, but can we understand why you referenced?
Indeed. Yeah, it's got to be a bit of a bitch, and we've covered this before, but, you know, repeated commentary beats, it's fine. You remember all the time she died? Rishi seemed to imply that maybe they remember the pain, but I feel that's a little bit too morbid. Just the memory would be more than enough.
Oh, definitely, but I mean, like, the body is a very interesting thing, as is the mind, to be fair. Because obviously, I mean, Max, you'd probably know slightly more about this because you've got more of a science background than I do. But obviously, the body learns, well, it can think of certain traumas and it can trigger things.
He's right, but we live in Capcom cartoony land where death is the joke of this game. Like, let's be honest, death is the joke of this game. That haha, you died. Now let's fix it.
Oh, we're gonna come to a bit, like I mentioned in a previous part, where Liz just like so happy about seeing Sissel again. That's all that matters at this time.
It's very clear a choice that they made in terms of the tone, because there's lots of other media that tackle this of, you know, dying multiple times but rewinding the clock, but still, you know, reliving the trauma.
Yeah.
I know, like, more recently, there's an anime that does that called Ray Zero, where the guy essentially has video game mechanics of respawning, but he remembers his deaths, he can feel his deaths, and he just carries the mental trauma of all these retries with him. And so I mean, it's something that's been explored, and it's kind of weird that they don't even remotely touch it, but again, it just fits the tone and the mood of this game, so let it be.
Well, because ultimately Ghost Trick is more of a comedy type game. Like, obviously it's got the whole noir thing, and it has...
It's dark comedy.
Very dark moments, and it's very sincere in those dark moments and the brutality. But yeah, it's a dark comedy. It takes death and just goes... Death is kind of inherently ridiculous, especially when they occur in such... sometimes over-the-top manners.
Oh yeah, it gets pretty zany later on.
Y'all thought Final Destination was bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But actually, there's a few other bits of media that have tackled that whole thing of repeating your death, because there was... oh god, what was that film with Tom Hanks? Oh my god.
I mean, there was Groundhog's Day, of course.
Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt.
Oh yeah, that one with like the robots fighting the aliens and shit. They did that thing too.
That's it, Edge of Tomorrow, that's the one, which is constantly repeating, dying, and going back through the cycle. And then there's also a film that I've seen advertised as of late called Death Day, which I think is based on a book, which is basic, or it might not be, I don't know. But basically it's about a girl who keeps dying on her birthday and keeps reliving the events and trying to find out who the masked killer is, and had to say it did look intriguing, so I might have a look into that if it ever comes to Netflix, but I don't know.
We made it through the talkie section just fine. I think the rest of the episode's gonna be okay, guys. So, a few things to take from all that exposition. Lynn met with Sissel. I don't think she revealed why, but I think right now it's pretty safe to say that Lynn wasn't the one who killed Sissel. Sissel will help Lynn regardless of whether she helps him or not. That's because he's a good guy. His heart is as gold as his hair.
Let's be honest, if Lynn was the one who even tried to kill Cecil, she'd probably just end up killing herself.
To be fair, totally agree.
Let's all be honest with ourselves here. Honest talks from the heart.
I hope she was fast enough putting that book very, very secretly into the bookcase, even though it's like a blinding shade of pink.
Well, clearly he didn't really properly notice it, but, I mean, my god, is there any more obvious a hiding place?
Yeah, it's sticking out like a phone ready to be picked up in a Simpsons episode.
I hope you guys are ready for memes in your murder mystery, because chicken is in this game. A lot.
They really like their chicken.
No. I refuse. No FTC or chicken stuff in this playthrough, thank you very much.
I didn't do it. Like I said, it wasn't me.
You see, here's the thing. Chicken in Ghost Trick is to hamburgers in Ace Attorney.
Yep.
Basically.
Pretty nice looking chicken when we eventually see it. It's like perfectly cooked and everything. I don't think I've been to a place besides KFC which is like exclusively chicken, but I'm getting ahead of myself right now. Oh man, every time Cabanella is like in the picture, he just steals the show. Like, you've heard of people chewing scenery. This dude just takes a spoon and starts carving out the walls.
Mmm, tasty.
If Missile's my favourite character in Ghost Trick, Cabanella's like my second favourite, because just animation perfection is Cabanella, and just general awesomeness as well.
Now, keep an eye out, stay frosty, viewers, because if you were paying attention to the scene when we first got here, you will notice how Lynn died, so get ready for it to actually happen. Ooh, Lynn's under fire right now. Twist to the story.
Literally, she's going to be under fire.
Just the bravado of this man.
Not a very good liar, is Lynn.
No. Too innocent, too naive, too full of good justice.
And also too optimistic.
What's the difference between good justice and not good justice, Maxie?
Well, see, I was just thinking in the sense that, of course, she's an anime protagonist, so of course she has an entire monologue prepared to explain why she believes in her justice and in the path she's chosen, because of course she fucking does. And that's what separates good justice and bad justice, is whether your monologue is that well prepared or not.
Now you'll notice that Cabanella is no longer standing in front of the window, blocking Lynn from a particular view, so, yeah, I think you could probably guess how the rest of these 4 minutes before death plays him. Make note of that. It's very, very important.
Yeah, Cabanella's playing the pronoun game. And it's just like, tut tut tuts. Don't play the pronoun game with us. Thankfully, this isn't a situation where the pronoun game is completely ridiculous, because Lynn knows who him is. It's for us to play the pronoun game. It's not one of those, he is coming. Who's he?
Oh, Mr. Bullet! It was Mr. Bullet all along.
Wait, did the bullet die as well?
Oh, no. The bullet went past him, probably under his arm.
From the way it looks, he saw it, went to leap, and yeah, it went straight through and hit her, and he was sort of mid-leap when it hit, so it just went straight by him.
Okay, so, I don't know how we can, manage to get Lynn out of harm's way, so maybe we can do something about the person who made the shot in the first place.
What we do is we get another sniper to shoot that sniper.
Oh god, it's a never-ending, roundabout of snipers killing each other.
It's like mailmen delivering each other's mail.
Okay, first of all, we're going to start by bringing attention to that pink notebook that Lynn was trying to hide. Once that's, found or sought out by, this patrolman here, that will change fate, giving us, hopefully, a checkpoint to work with.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
I like how the point of this game is we have to save her from dying by exposing her diary to her coworkers. It's like, you may be full of shame, and no one can look you in the eyes, but damn it, at least you're alive. Be thankful.
Well, dead inside, but, yeah, it's the death outside that we're worried about. Yes, okay, Mr. Pessimist over there. Right, let's shine a light on the truth. But first, can I open up a new location?
Exactly. Why would you not? We need to know where this chicken place is, because it's chicken, and clearly I'm quite hungry right now, even though I've had dinner. I could really do with some chicken right now, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of a craving myself, honestly.
Yeah, but you guys just said you have KFC, which means you haven't even tried good chicken. KFC is so subpar.
Oh,
Even in terms of fast food chicken, at least go to Popeyes.
We don't have Popeyes.
Y'all need to get Popeyes. That should have been part of that whole Brexit thing, was getting Popeyes to you.
If Popeyes won't come to us, we'll go to them. Bada bing. Watch this shit. The truth revealed.
That's so cheesy. Just shine a light. There you go.
See? He's not as dense as he appears to be, viewers.
Don't judge people by their generic repeating sprite.
Yeah. If you notice, he doesn't have, pupils or whatnot. What's the white stuff around, the pupil, Maxie?
Sclera.
That science is not encouraging. You're the science one here. I'm just the talky guy.
Oh, no. I told you that it's the sclera.
Okay, wait, cut out. We'll have to have a word about you fixing your, call quality after this.
Have you guys seen that whole thing of people having eye tattoos that's kind of blown up recently?
Oh my god, tattoos that blow up your eye?
No, they tattoo, I think it's the sclera, just to try and change the colour, and yeah, it's gone horribly badly for people, as you'd sort of probably expect, and it's left them partially blind or totally blind, so yeah. Be very careful if you're going to tattoo your eyes. Very, very, very careful.
Conversely, don't do it at all, you fucking retard. This just in. You need eyes to see.
Oh man, I've actually met a bunch of people. I've actually met a few people with tattooed scleras, because I've met like one of the lizard men. One of those guys that gets like tattooed completely all over. He slit his tongue and he got his scleras tattooed, filled in, so that he would have lizard eyes.
I mean, it's just like, if you want to do it, go ahead, do your thing. Just make sure you go somewhere proper if you're going to do it. But also, I would certainly not recommend it.
I hate the fact that we ran off on this tangent. Richie, you're being really bad with this week.
I'm sorry, I like a good tangent, and also, it's just one of those things. We needed some time until we transferred lines so that we could get outside.
Yeah, so don't go to the chicken place. I'm talking, Bexy. Don't go to the chicken place. Come to the junkyard, because obviously we need to stop the sniper.
I mean, you could always go to the chicken place if you wanted to. Lynn's just gonna die. You'd get your chicken, but also Lynn's gonna die. We kind of need to keep her alive if we can.
Yeah, I can't do that on an empty stomach, even though we have no physical stomach right now.
Ghost Anatomy, the next game in the Ghost Trick series. It's kind of there with like the what is it? Trauma Center games.
Oh yeah.
Man, Diaz had a lot of sick-ass games, guys. You don't realize just how innovative people were getting with 2 screens and a touchpad.
That reminds me, we have to find some kind of... Well, I kind of already know the setup for when we're doing Spirit Tracks. I just have to kind of like do the whole window for like boss fights and the bottom window for when we're travelling on the overworld.
Whoa.
What?
Spirit Tracks? Nice. I'm intrigued.
Spoilerinos.
Look for it in December sometime. It may not finish in December, but I'm not going to be too anal about stuff going like into the new year and whatnot.
Well, that's fine. All my stuff goes into the new year every time.
I'm not even counting on my country still being like around by the end of the year, so it's cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sad now. Okay, let's do a puzzle. Let's wash the sadness away. Shamode.
Wow.
Sometimes I feel it in my gut and I need to proclaim it. Fate changed, baby.
Sometimes commentary is good. Sometimes video game commentary is very, very good.
Alright, let's go up. We gotta stop that sniper, lads. We gotta repeat puzzles from earlier. It's all good in the hood. This is the part when I think Richie wasn't able to read a guide correctly, so I just did this out of like sheer muscle memory.
Excuse me, this wasn't me reading a guide incorrectly. This was you jumping ahead, thank you very much.
Well, I guess I'm just that good.
Yeah, and Tom, no bullying. I'll not stand by and have this commentary have bullying in it.
Okay, the searchlights. You can't turn off all 3 of them at once, so turn off this one here. Wait for Inspector Gabinella to come along, and we're going to hitch a ride on his bike and go to the right side of the junkyard.
Because only the swankiest of inspectors would use a bicycle as their mode of transportation.
I don't know. He cares about the environment, I suppose.
Could be that.
To go that far, that was a couple of feet.
Well,
it's all about the style, the message, Richie.
Now, if I'm allowed to talk, God, there's a lot cutting out in this fucking Discord call today. We have to stop him from shooting Lynn. Not as simple as you might think at first, because once again, you can't have all 3 spotlights on at once, so he'll just keep disappearing to another area. We need to take him out good and proper. So, trick time.
Yeah, it's time to get tricky.
Don't ever say that again, thank you. Alright, this searchlight's going on, so he will fuck off to another part of the junkyard. Nice.
Also, I totally dig the hatchback on this police van.
Car terms are completely lost on me, unfortunately.
It just refers to the type of way that the backseat door opens. If like the whole thing opens up and the whole back of a car is like a storage area, it's a hatchback instead of a trunk.
Okay, oh, we call it a boot in the UK.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys do call it that.
Oh, the disdain, it's palpable. Fate changed. Alright, on to phase 2 of the Save Lynn operation. We need to hitch a ride, not on a bike at this time, but on the policeman's truncheon, because we need to get back to the left-hand side. Cabanella's inside the office with Lynn right now, so yeah, unfortunately we can't use the bike.
We call them boom boom wacky sticks here.
So yeah, this is the bit where Tom got a little bit ahead of himself, because the way you're meant to solve this puzzle is to use the spinny light to distract the Mr. Tango here. Then you're meant to get all the way over to the other spotlight and then make your way back to this one. I think because Tom has currently turned off the other spotlight, he should be okay to turn this one on. But yeah, it's just you've got to be very careful and force him all the way back to as far as he can possibly be.
I just love like the minute-to-minute dialogue between the NPCs. They feel like living, breathing people is the thing. It's again, Ghost Trick, a very well-written game. Put that on my gravestone because it's true.
And then you'll continue tricking.
Oh yeah. In the afterlife and beyond. Okay, quickly do this one, and then back to the truncheon because we need to go back over there.
Exactly, because you can only have 2 of the 3 spotlights on at once.
Okay, I see. This is kind of like one of those river puzzles. You know, you gotta cross back and forth without having too much on either side.
Sort of, yeah. They're very prevalent in the LYNNE series, as you'll know if you've watched playthroughs of Curious Village and Diabolical Box. Sorry, sadly no blatant playthrough this year. Richie and I are fucking swamped with the Ghibli-thon and all the other playthroughs that are coming, such as like Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces, Kirby's Epic Yarn, etc.
Pretty much, yeah.
So many video games.
Oh yeah.
And obviously, if we were doing Leighton, that means that I've got to sit with Tom and we've got to record the footage together just like we do for Ghost Trick, so we don't have time for that.
I mean, I could ask Flame to read the guide for me, but nah.
I mean, you could do, but I think you need the professor of the group to be there for that.
Okay, when's he getting here then?
Oh. No bullying. I thought I specified that.
Okay, alright, we need to go up now. It's time to drop the bomb on this fucking sniper guy. He's got to stop killing Lynn. Like, there's too many timelines where she dies. Go straight to hell, do not pass go.
I like how that's 2 bad guys that we've just squashed to death.
Straight up murdered. No one's going back in time 4 minutes for them.
Yeah.
So, does every character we kill start their own Ghost Trick-like adventure to solve their original death?
Oh my god. Like Ghost Trick 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. Love this music. Oh.
See, this one is my favorite theme.
Yeah, like I said, mine's Trauma, but we won't get to that until, like, let's just say we've recorded up to part 6 in terms of footage. Haven't heard it yet.
No, we have not.
It's one of them late game songs.
Sorry, Len. That's just how the ghost cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. Huh. I mean, in a sort of twisted way, you know, Sissel's making a lot of sense here. Her life can be saved, she gets to go on living. Sissel, not so much.
He dead, dying dead.
I mean, the thing is that Sissel would be fine if, you know, he could find someone else who can do ghost tricks, but that's not looking likely right now.
No.
At least she knows that we went through a lot of shit to save her life again.
Yeah, she's grateful, and, you know, we're not holding it against her, we're not using her life as a bargaining chip, so, everyone wins in the end. I think friendship wins.
Bring us the 2 chicken meal, or we're not bringing you back next time.
Whee! Oh, I love hopping on the Time Travel Express. Right, now we've got to get down from here and, like, go back and see Lynn, I suppose.
Well, you see, the method that we're going to do this is just go, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!
I haven't seen Guardians 2 yet, but I know that scene. Thanks, spoiler guys on the internet.
I thought it was just a reference to Mary Poppins.
Exactly.
Damn it. I played myself.
Congrats.
Oh yeah, go down via the flag. I always get that, like, step mixed up, but it don't matter, as long as we can get to the phone, it's all good. Are you proud of us, Ray? We did a thing.
Ray Senpai.
He lights up my life.
The only light in my life. Afterlife. Wait. I didn't think I got that right.
It's fine, don't worry about it, it's the end of the part. Who's actually even watching at this point? I see the watch time in my fucking statistics, I'm watching you all. But if you haven't made it this far, I'm gonna plug the Patreon. If you pledge at least $5, you can get episodes as soon as they're done, and you don't have to wait for scheduled times. Haha! Ha. Oh god, there's like 31 seconds left.
Well, you see, this is why it pays to be a member of HFC, because you get to watch the parts live as they happen. It's just the slight problem with that is that you're talking through quite a lot of it, so your brain's just not paying attention to what's actually going on.
Also, you kind of have to keep talking, because any moment of silence means a dropped call, and that means Hentom gets OCD, and then he gets a bit manic. I'm sorry, I was watching My Hero Academia with Volk earlier, and it was like episode 12, and you all know what happened in episode 12. Fucking hype. See you next time for more Ghost Trick.